thing.
We're on again.
If I'm riding in a car,
The
George,
stream
I
has
prefer
ended.
to be the
Cricket
driver.
noises.
Can you provide a car for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George. I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man. Very well. Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
Fair enough.
Just one thing, Agent Morgan. Your involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
George, we'd better get moving. The hospital closes at 2100.
Oh no. Oh no, we'll be marked.
Disabled time is here. Please be okay.
Look it up, so it feels so.
I just made a very big cup of tea.
Google it, there's probably a solution. You gonna put the trim back on? Not that I missed this.
So come wrong.
Agent Morgan, I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely? Flying all over the country alone?
I must say I've never felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting strangers. I don't get on very well with women, you might be surprised to hear.
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If you don't, they can cut scars on your face, just like
Are you
yours.
sure it isn't because
right?
maybe it's like
George, is this
braking because
intelligent?
you're not going very fast?
I see you're a seasoned professional. But let's not talk about my scar. It was caused by a problematic woman.
Well, she got you good. Terribly good.
It'll fade away, and nobody will notice it in a week.
A week? It's not that light of a wound.
Oh bloody hell, it'll be marked again. Hang on.
Wish I could.
Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation. Keep your mind on the matter at hand.
He's right, Agent York. You still don't know your way around. Concentrate on driving us to the hospital.
Oh, I just noticed the name of this road. January 12.
Deadly Premonition 2, excuse me.
Electric blue.
There is a Deadly Premonition 2. Only on Nintendo Switch. Release date 10th of July 2020. Fuck Fucking hell, that's pretty spot on.
Oh, that's died.
It's on the Nintendo store. A Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise.
What the? What?
That's uncanny.
That can't be a real game, can it?
What? No, it is. Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise.
Oh my.
Published
Oh,
on April
dear.
20th. Oh, Agent. No, is that 1 or 2? No, I'm looking at it. https://www.nintendo.com/detail. Deadly Premonition 2, Blessing in Disguise.
Oh dear. Oh, we're going to a bloody stroke. Oh, to the kid. Oh, the coffee's speaking to them now, like.
Yeah, available July 10th, 2020. True sequel to Deadly Premonition is coming to Nintendo Switch. In the year 2005, FBI agent York visits this area, a small town in New Orleans, where he encounters a mysterious serial murder alongside his friend Zach. Produced by the original creator team, the story takes place in a small town in New Orleans, which was created based on research and interviews. It looks pretty good, to be fair. Actually looks pretty good. Fucking hell. Didn't realise there was a new one coming, like a month away as well. I have uncanny powers.
That's a pretty big hospital. I guess they wanted to be ready for town-wide food poisoning?
No, it's another leftover from the town's prosperous slumber days. Hard to imagine now, though, isn't it?
My mother always talked about how energetic this town used to be. Almost like a gold rush, she used to say.
Impressive.
But the hotter the fever, the faster it
Oh,
goes.
no.
So now
Well,
there's hardly anyone left to use this place.
It pains me to watch my hometown lose so many citizens. Beyond your
I
understanding,
found a
I'm
Steam
sure.
thread of fixes for that car noise.
Yes, I'm sorry to say that it is.
Indeed. That's why this case is our problem.
What the hell?
There really isn't any need for you to get too involved.
But no, I can't believe it. There's actually a 2 coming out and it looks decent. And the fact that it's York as well. What if it's the same voice actors? I hope it is. Let's have a look at what game Swery has made then.
So right click your system tray, volume icon. Stereo mix. So I'm assuming the mixer. No. I don't know. I'll try and fix it.
Hello, Sheriff.
Okay.
Freckly Fiona.
Hi there, Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
You think? You're a shit receptionist.
A computer room? In a hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent.
The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. But how did you know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne. Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread, even in the countryside.
What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
I think it's called Lighthouse.
It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place. However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime. The murder of a local
convenient.
girl. And that incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town.
Oh, I forgot who we're just about to meet as
Vicious,
me.
heinous, evil, still lurking, alive. Yes, much like the situation right now here in Greenvale.
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Darth Vader.
With Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel. So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
Wanna smash?
Emily, let me smash.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes.
All back up on 59 grand.
Why are you creeping on that baby child?
I was looking at the sign. So I'm
I
trying
like the way he has to clarify that random people in a hospital aren't suspects. Cheers for that, York. I appreciate the sentiment.
If I deal with Ginny Pokemon, no, not a suspect.
Yeah, but you've got to be sure in certain cases. Also.
We couldn't find him.
Fiona needs to check her information.
They really like those
No,
posters.
I don't think so. Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a message on the computer. And a card
I
key
love it.
already
Dodge.
set in place.
Sperry is a genius, man.
The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all
Couldn't have made it
mean?
any more obvious. Let him.
It's a simple puzzle.
Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
He overestimates.
Oh,
So king passes the rook. And meets the bishop. Knight takes the pawn.
Wouldn't the rook be first?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm getting back to this gate.
I read it out, but I didn't click
The doctor awaits below with the deceased.
Another code?
Cheers. Could have just,
But there's nowhere to insert a password.
Mass.
More games.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to
Have
get Fiona
Spy
to call
2,
Usha
maybe.
up here right now.
No need, George. The message appeared with the card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
Dr. Usha is below with the deceased. With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple. Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
Nah.
They got How to Survive 2. Is that the one? Oh bloody hell! I need to get my boomer out.
Shut up, Liam.
Oh, I boomed somebody. Oh, I got killed by a brick now, didn't I? Oh, I don't. Oh, I'm gonna purchase for myself before the game.
Bless you.
Oh, I don't want to use that. I want to use my PayPal. Well, it'd be a security, that one. Oh, I agree to terms. Yep. Then I'll buy the game. And it's...
You should get Modern Warfare, Liam.
Oh, let's install it all 5 gigabytes on all like that size. Bit of a hefty boy, eh? I'm the squad
Usher,
leader. I'm the only
sorry
one
to
in
keep you
the
waiting.
squad, you idiot.
Ah, you made it.
So, you're leading
Let's get
everybody
started,
out.
shall we?
No, I'm on me own.
This is Agent Morgan from the FBI.
Oh,
nice
I
to
bloody
meet
died already.
I'm Usher Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. Everyone calls me that.
Very well, Agent York.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
That battle of wits, by the way. Did you create that yourself?
I just wanted to see if our FBI agent could handle the task.
I see. Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it. We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
I appreciate the way he's treating him.
I just like how Emily
Next
just, like,
time,
stuck her
try
head round
challenging
the gas
us without
and then
obstructing
back
an
up.
investigation.
Just like,
You've angered the monarch.
He looks that dude kind of looks like Terry Crew.
From the onset of rigor mortis, the stiffening of the muscles, the time of death is estimated to be between 20 and 2200 hours. That's still quite early for such a crime to take place. Note that there are 2 exterior wounds, pressure marks around the neck, and a long cut running from chest to abdomen. Blood marks on her right hand tell us she was gripping something round in her right hand.
Booga booga? No.
Yes, Emily, that is your right hand.
Is also fractured, but that is unrelated to the cause of death.
Probably she has just come from.
Probably
I
happened
can't
to
find
her
anything.
after she was killed.
I made a whoopsie. Went in a circle down.
Now,
the
I first
bloody
thought
thing
death
catch
by
me out.
suffocation, due to the marks on her neck. But after
Lord,
further investigation, I now have a different conclusion.
But waiting it.
The direct cause of death was loss of blood from the wound.
That would do it.
yeah.
You know, bleeding to death.
Which means
She
Happened.
was cut up while she was still alive.
yes, a sharp knife was used.
It's gonna be lost.
It was
Oh.
inserted beneath the sternum and then
Oh,
quickly
yeah.
sliced downwards. The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her.
It's not as well.
Her nails are clean, and with no skin cells from the attacker. She also doesn't appear to have been bound nor badly beaten. She was apparently killed without resistance. The most tragic thing, however, was that she was unable to speak her story to anyone who could hear her cries.
The perpetrator cut out Hannah's tongue.
Just
We'll get it away.
She was drugged first to phase her consciousness, and then the killer
FBI,
killed her.
open up.
Now, the killer most likely has a deep, traumatized past concerning women. He
You're a doctor,
probably
not a
cannot
shrink,
converse
fucking hell.
with them normally. Cutting out
Kidding.
the tongue suggests a very lonely individual. Either that
Bloody hell, I'm
or
gonna
a
go
truly
tower.
hardcore sadist. He must get off on watching women suffer, especially when they can't.
Alright,
use
don't
facts.
help me like that.
Now, he watched as the blood pumped from her body, as she
Let's be
gradually
like that,
grew
The
cold.
tower.
A case in Seattle in 1985 was much like...
Usha, please,
Go-
limit
go
your
to ya.
report to your
Yes,
findings
fine.
as a doctor. Criminal profiling is my job.
Alright,
You're wrong, also.
no need to be a dick about it.
Anna died fully, deeply, painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But,
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
An American Werewolf in London.
Directed by John Landis, 1981. So the rain stopped, accompanied by the ending song, Blue Moon. George, would you mind if I examined Anna myself?
What more do you hope to find?
I'm sure I mentioned that I have a personal interest in cases like these.
Anna's body like.
I got kicked with activity.
Were you inactive?
I was literally just shooting my gun.
Are you sure?
Yeah. What do you want me to do? Did you bully Macarena?
From her lack of resistance, I'd say that Anna's injuries happened very quickly. Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death.
Zach, it's all starting to come together.
The perpetrator stayed with her for at least 2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining. But you can still see tear
Weird.
marks on her cheeks.
Look.
That means
Yes,
she
we can
was
hear you, Liam, don't worry.
killed under a roof.
Then my Wi-Fi
somewhere.
went
Wasn't you,
down.
for God's
That was
sakes.
the problem.
She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
There's one other thing. Her tongue was removed with a very blunt knife. In fact, it's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Usha, are you a passionate man?
Well, not particularly, but I am man enough should the moment call for it.
George, how about you?
Very passionate. Yes. Especially when it comes to women. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
George, the perpetrator is just like you. He's passionate about women. He's a passionate kisser. This was a kiss of death.
The perpetrator bit off Anna's tongue.
We'll never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
Well, you can rule any of them people with no teeth.
I like how the fucking coroner's like, oh man, that's disgusting. You fucking do it.
But our
Like, that's what you're
old-time
supposed to do.
All-American sightseeing tour just came to an end.
This case is now under the jurisdiction of the FBI. I'm assuming command. I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was
Pete's himself.
but you can't think I did this.
That's not why I'm assuming command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something.
I was gonna say, why has he got a bag of just like... What?
There you go.
The seeds.
Amazing, huh? I'm sure you have a lot of questions.
I'll just keep them on me at all times, just in case this exact situation arises.
Yeah.
And then I can throw my bags of seeds at people and prove my point.
Yeah, just throw your seeds.
No need to stay here any longer.
Okay. I have to sign the
Tommy
release.
throws like 8 bags of seeds and points at them like it's proof. He's like, see? So,
I'll go.
what are you on about, York? We don't know what you mean.
Logger down here.
Are you saying the murderer is a rich cultivator of plants?
Bishop takes queen. His rook takes your queen. Then your knight takes rook. And checkmate.
Okay, boom.
My first victory in the Grandmaster ranking.
By the way, did you know Grandmaster's an actual thing for chess?
Yeah, it's like the hardest.
Fuck me. Like...
They're like almost perfect in there.
Oh, well... I don't know, I think it's just more... they know the game so fucking well. Like, if they see any setup, like, in any way... Dun diddly dunderino.
Zach, they're here.
Dunder Mifflin, this is Pam. God, I love hand wipes. Like, why are they so good? Don't know why I like them. God, I hate them. I hate the noises they make, man. Hey, you're not supposed to be off the table.
Yeah, especially in the room ahead of me.
Get back here. Lay down on that goddamn table. So help me God. No spaghetti. Some spaghetti.
10 mil.
Auto bullets. I after playing this game, having grown up a bit, I don't think the bullets have anything to do with the rapid rate of fire of the gun.
I mean, why would the game like that?
Oh, of course.
Kai, the game would not like this.
I don't know why it's giving you 9mm bullets when you've got infinite ammo.
No, it's also like machine gun.
Oh, well, yeah, there is that.
Yeah, it's 10mm, this is a 9mm handgun. Like,
Yeah, of course.
This must be pretty good for weapon sizes and standard. Because automatic weapon is 5.56.
No, not some machine guns and stuff. They're 10mm.
Oh, is it 10 mil?
NATO rounds are only for, like, military issue firearms. That's why it's NATO. No. You can have 9mm chambered submachine guns, but 10mm is like the shit. Because the AUG is 9mm. Well, no, it's just guns can be chambered at all types. I mean, the AUG can be chambered in 5.56 or AUG.
I thought the only bullet size is the 9mm 5.56.
No. You've got hundreds. 10mm, 22, 40 caliber, 50 caliber, 22 LR.
Weapon type.
No, it's just depending on what the gun shoots. You can have pistols that shoot 10mm, you can have pistols that shoot 9mm. Oh no, that's usually assault rifles and stuff. I'm pretty sure NATO is 5.5 or 5.5 or whatever, and then you've got 7 point whatever. Be back, I need to go get a drink. I'm fucking gasping.
Yes. Let's go back.
Back. Just putting out there, Xbox are currently doing, you know, their free play days thing. They have the new Super Monkey Ball on it at the moment. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD. Kinda want to buy it. It's 22 quid, but that's a bit expensive for a fucking Super Monkey Ball game. Yeah.
Because otherwise, I'm pressing left button, holding right trigger, just spamming shoot like
Well, and you can actually get headshots if you do that. I just want to eat pineapple. I haven't eaten pineapple in fucking forever. It's an odd hankering, but hankering nonetheless. Oh god. Yeah.
Here! Over here!
Don't laugh at me, you bitch. You need to buy yourself a stream deck, my boy. Stream deck. Because you always lift your mic when you mute, it'd just be easier if you just press a button that mutes you.
That's true, but my desk is covered in cats.
Plus, the stream deck does tons of shit, like you press a button, it opens YouTube, you press a button, it opens Twitch. Press a button and it runs commands that you put in, you know. Well, they're not very big, they're only like, what, I'd say 6 inch by 6 inch. I see a lot of people who use them. I have a couple of friends who aren't streamers who use them. They're just called stream decks because they're just programmable. It's like another keyboard that's programmable, isn't it? I mean, you can press a button and then it'll put like BRB on your stream or shit like that. That type of stuff. Oh yeah, definitely. By the way, Zoo Tycoon Ultimate is on Xbox for free right now with the Game Pass, so I'm gonna have a fucking go.
It was on the Game Pass though, yeah, I missed that.
Zoo Tycoon.
Ah. Yeah. Go. Oh, that's a scary face in the bottom.
An MRI machine, not to be fucked around with, really. That's not right. I'm just putting it out there, but if a keycard was sat in an MRI machine, it would probably be ruined by the time it got out the MRI machine, right? Because it's got a magnetic strip on it, and that's a giant magnet.
But the game wouldn't lie to us, Carl.
True. You got me there. You got me there. Don't know why I question it.
Yeah,
it's obviously correct.
Yeah, I mean, what silly person would make a game based off false information? Exactly. No. Because every game ever is fully 100% accurate to whatever we're playing. Like, don't you remember the Mortal Kombat tournaments that happened?
Fair point.
It is an obscure piece of history, but it happened. Don't you remember when the bombs fell?
I mean,
and everyone
you make a fair point. I remember semi-Victorian-esque ancestors going on giant skyboats to fight monsters. Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, you see, it's starting to come back to me.
I remember the incident with Mother Base in the Atlantic. Yep. How could I forget the fracture? Or when the government invented the Hammer of Dawn, of course. There's that.
Man, it's not. You know how it's been seen. What it is? It stands for after dawn. The Hammer of Dawn.
We reset time because of that bitch. Thanks, bed.
The game is still loading. Oh no.
God, this game is just special. I tell you what, this game makes me kind of sad though, because it really is like it's one of those special, like, it's one of those little examples of when you were a kid and you just didn't give a fuck, as long as like it was fun to play. Got you there. He did kind of get you there, my boy. Oh, tell Stuart that Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr is free with Xbox Gold this month. Yeah, I have the default Dark Dreams Don't Die on Xbox, the other Spur game.
Country house.
Oh.
Agent Morgan, if you're so desperate, then why not smoke two at once?
Shut the fuck up, George. And there he is, Darth Vader. A man whose assets obviously weren't made for this game.
Who's that old man?
That's Harry. Harry Stewart. One of the bigger problems around here.
Stewart?
His father
Oh
started
god.
up the lumber trade and founded this town. But he's a weird one, as I'm sure you can see. Always dressed like that, never speaking to the townsfolk. And just FYI, he owns almost the entire town. Not that that makes any difference. So long as I'm around, he won't be getting away with any funny business.
Okay. Whatever you say, George. Mysterious capitalist.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, haste won't lead you to what you seek. Keep your eyes focused on your footing as we speak. So says Mr. Stewart.
Nice to meet you too. How did you know my name?
What's facing?
Mr. Francis York Morgan, information desires you, just as you desire information too. So says Mr. Stewart.
What's facing?
Harry, stop trying to get in our way. Keep this up, and even you'll have to answer to the law.
Mr. Harry tells me
Mr.
to tell you
Francis York
to shut up, George.
With each rain, our town goes mad. To our disdain, unpreventable. So sad. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning.
Then we shall depart,
Thanks
Mr.
for the warning,
Francis
look at this
York
man.
Morgan.
I mean, bro's got an iPad, why doesn't he just control himself? Emily's wet, look at her, she's fucking,
That's
she
how
loves
he
it.
always is. Always spouting
Mystery
that
gets her
nonsense.
horny.
Don't give it any thought. It's all gibberish.
Emily here. Oh. Okay, thank you, Thomas. Agent York, we've contacted the first witnesses to the crime scene. You can interview them where they found the dead body.
Excellent. I was just about to ask if you could take me there.
Oh, great. Putin declares a state of emergency after a massive oil spill in the river inside the Arctic Circle.
And we will save, and I call that episode 3. And if Fluff wants to relinquish the fucking mouse, thank you.
The body was found in the Greenvale Forest Park. That's west from here, and too far to walk.